Splendid Pictures, in association with Bauer Martinez Studios, presents Christopher Lambert and Dennis Hopper in The Piano Player, a riveting story where coming back home is the ultimate price to pay.
I know it's an original story, it's an original way of filming, it's something different. And when I'm saying unconventional, I believe some people are going to be very surprised because it is a story that evolves much more around humanity and people than just a pure hardcore action movie.
First of all, we all liked the script. We liked the idea. We got involved with Christopher, and we thought that this is a perfect film for him. And also, doing this movie in South Africa, it's exactly the right location for this film.
This is Africa, eh, Bruce? African Roux. Shit! Where is she? Where is she?
Even though Alex is a cold killer, he is still very human. I'm not sure he's happy about, you know, having contracts where he goes off to shoot somebody. It's a job.
Politicians, judges, you can blackmail them.
Who do you think I am?
They're all clients of mine, yeah?
Christopher Lambert, who is hired to become my bodyguard because I have to testify against one of the mafia chieftains.
Are you sure that you want to do this, Robert? As your lawyer, I have to tell you that it'll seriously damage your image, and we'll probably lose a lot of customers. I'll be back in my office if you need me.
With Robert's life under threat, the South African crew set out to recreate an ambush, jam-packed with action and suspense.
3, 4, 5.
Taking full control, Alex protects Robert, doing what he does best.
When he's sent to protect this, quote, tycoon businessman, he's not just looking at it as a job. He's looking at this guy saying, God, I wish this is the father I could have had. For Dennis Hopper, it seems that nothing is routine. He is really putting himself in the part. I mean, he's passionate and he's really somebody who's very meticulous about the way he wants to do things when he's acting.
And bring him out.
Yes.
Even if Diane Kruger is a newcomer, she's extremely talented and extremely, she's a natural.
To play this part is very interesting because it's really the part of a young woman, you know, that is very angry against her parents. So our relationships in the beginning are very conflictual. And then once we get to the village, she really meets her father then because she discovers this part of him that she's never seen.
Yeah, my daughter Erica, she feels that after my wife died, that I had no love for her, that she starved for love and affection from me.
And so we arrive in this village where my father grew up as a little boy. And that's where the real story happens.
We went from Cape Town to the Cedarburg. So it has been like, 300 people. We live in tent, and it's an adventure.
For Academy Award-winning Osvaldo and Eva Desideri, the challenge was to recreate a poor mining village, which would give the film a unique South African feel.
The village, basically, we tried to stay close to the colors of the environment, too. It's also about fantasy. In Africa, every place is so neat and precise and continuously repainted, somehow in contrast to the nature. We tried to, even with the industrial part, to stay closer to the natural colors.
Capturing these images on film was the task of Larry Smith, acclaimed director of photography from the motion picture Eyes Wide Shut.
It's wonderful. I mean, I've shot in many places in South Africa. I always, when I'm shooting here, I try to find locations that are interesting. But I didn't know this part of South Africa at all, so it has a wealth and depth that's, I think, incredible.
French commercial director Jean-Pierre Roux developed an intense passion for the rich African culture surrounding his first feature film, The Piano Player.
What I think attracted him was the music sound, the rhythm, the culture of Africa, and the way he filmed some scenes proves that he's got that in him.
My vision, I think, is kind of very cinematographic, mixing a bit documentary and, fiction. Because Africa is Africa, the sound, and all the metaphor, because the African culture is very important too, and I try to put a lot in the film,
When she realizes where I've come from and the kind of environment that I came out of, she starts having a different respect for me.
And Robert Nile coming back to his tiny little village with his adopted black mama realizes what he has lost. It's the same for me on the reverse, is I didn't ask for anything, but I lost my parents when I was 6 years old. And suddenly I'm discovering the sense of a family. So this triangle makes the story for me very human and very personal.
Hey, son. Hey, you're doing great, son. I kind of like this fishing stuff.
The appeal of the story was really to create a film. The market today, you can't just make an action film. It needs to have a story that holds it together from the beginning to the end. And what appealed us with that film is that there were action, of course, but also there was a love story and a relationship that really made sense between the characters.
So what I really liked about the love story is you don't have the usual moment where the music starts and you say, oh, now they're going to kiss and we're going to have the love scene. No, there's none of that. The love scene is between an eye contact. It is between a moment without ever touching each other or kissing each other. And that, I believe, is real love.
I'm a bit of good too.
Good night.
Working with Christopher is, we talk about scenes and he tells me he thought I was good, which I need, I need people to tell me that was good, that was bad.
You're a funny guy. And I know that the visual contrast between Cape Town, the beautiful side of the city, but the dark side of the city, matching the second half of the movie with the constant beauty of Cedarburg, it's got to be amazing. It has to be amazing.
It's been fantastic. But I think it's also due to the mentality of the people in South Africa, extremely hard worker, and they work hard during the day or during at night when we shoot, and then when days off, they like to party, they like to have fun, so it gives a great spirit to the film.
And I believe, at least the movies I want to make today are movies first based on a heart level, something passionate about the people. The action is one thing, but if you don't have a good story about people, then it doesn't matter.